And we're back! Of course. All three possible obstacles that I face when I do these live video blogs out here in my patio studio. Your daily live video blog, your daily live 420 video report with the mighty jer-dog. It's the 1 year anniversary. We had the dogs going crazy. What else happened? The Russians interrupted the news feed, and then right as I was about to go live this last time, somebody called. They know I do this stuff at 4:20 p.m. every single day. I've been doing it for a year. I didn't even realize that. It just came up on my news feed today. 1 year ago today, and I put on there, today I will be doing a live video at 4:20 p.m., so stay tuned about that. And it just sort of started out as a goof, because a friend of mine, Phil Cooper, had seen some of my live videos in the past and was like, man, you need to do one every single day. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what I would do. Turns out I can't actually talk a whole lot about nothing. So thanks for being here and joining in on today's special 1 year anniversary of the 420 report. My wife went out and she even got me a cake with a candle. So, actually, I'm just going to do this, sing a little birthday song, and then we'll go into the show dates while the audience builds. This Friday, June 8th, I'll be in Lawrenceville, Illinois at Basso's Grill. And then this Saturday, June 9th, up in Bay City, Michigan at AJ Bailey's. So you want to make sure to get your tickets for that, because they will sell out quick, man. It's a good sized club. It's the type of place that I like to perform. It's a nice little 50 or 60 seat bar, and I can do full on audience interaction and improvisation with everybody there. Like to keep it raw and real and irreverent. So thanks for joining in today. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear the 420 report. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right. So it's been a lot of fun, man. This has been, like I said, I think it's been more fun for me than it has been for the viewers. A lot of times getting on here and ranting and raving like a madman. But I do get a lot of people coming up to me at shows on the weekend saying how much they like it. So I'm going to keep it up. I can't tell who's watching right now, so hit me up with a question or a comment or even just a wave or a thumbs up. Hit the share button. There you go. There's a light going across the screen. Thank you very much, whoever that was from. Next Friday night, June 15th, I'll be in Munster, Indiana at Johnny's Tap. Next Saturday night, June 16th, Rock Falls, Illinois at the Eagles Club with my co-star Katrina Brown and the He Said, She Said comedy show. Today, I am talking about what it has been, it is the thrill that it has been doing these live video blogs every day at 4:20 p.m. It's probably what I look forward to the most, actually, in my day. I get a lot of shit done, believe it or not, for a lazy-ass slacker comedian such as myself. You got to get up bright and early, make the phone calls, do the promotion, make the moves, write the material, edit the video, get your shit out there, return the phone calls, return the emails. There's a lot of shit that goes in to becoming a professional slacker 24 hours a day. So the one part of my day that I look forward to the most is getting on here and just ranting and raving like a pompous ass into a camera phone. And I want to thank you very much for being here each and every day while I do that. The thing I found is that I'm not on Facebook typing in a whole bunch of arguments with people or even leaving very many other comments, just because now I get it all off my chest doing this shit. I highly recommend everybody just do their own Facebook live feed. Hey, Carolyn, what's up? Everybody should just do their own live Facebook. Would you agree? Like, instead of getting on there and getting into these political debates or getting into these other dramas about whatever, because it's not always just politics either, by the way. I see, when I go through my Facebook feed, I see a lot of people's crazy, dysfunctional bullshit, their dirty laundry that they're hanging out to dry, pretty much for the whole world to see. And a lot of times when it causes a dispute, it's just a miscommunication. Somebody said this, they meant that. This word came out bad in a spell check. Who knows what the fuck, there was no facial expression. There was no tone of voice. There was no body language associated with it. I've studied this shit pretty fucking thoroughly, and like 90% of communication is body language and vocal tonality. So when you're on Facebook just ranting and raving with your little text-based video game, oh, I'm going to one-up them with my witty little comment. You know what? Everybody should just do just do your live video. Just get on your live video and talk your shit and spill your guts and just get it all off your chest, and then you can just go about your day. I'm not saying y'all don't have problems. I've got fucking problems. Obviously, I come on here every single day. What the hell could this guy possibly have to talk about every single day? Well, sometimes it is a whole lot of bullshit about nothing. So shout out to my wife, Hot Karen, for putting up with that, when I'm down in the man cave and my booming voice is echoing throughout the entire house. She hears the crazy shit that comes out of my mouth, and she's tolerated that day in and day out over the last year while I do these live video blogs at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. I have to say or as close as possible because like I introduced this whole video with at the beginning, if you're watching on the replay, you already heard this. And if you are watching the replay, you can leave a comment. I'll get back to it later on. You can hit me up with a like or a share, even if you're watching on the replay. Just let me know that you're here. And whether I should even keep doing these live videos or not every single day at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. But I gotta say that, or people get on my ass if I don't go live right at 4:20. And like, it's not like our clocks are synchronized. Like I said earlier, sometimes I got those damn Russians interrupting the news feed. Sometimes I got the dogs going crazy in the neighbor's yard. People trying to call me every single day right at 4:19. They know I got this shit going on, and that's when they call me to try to do business. And it's not the people that I want to do business with either. It's not like a bar owner. It's not like a family member that I might want to talk to. It's usually like the refrigerator repairman that was supposed to be here 2 weeks ago, and now our ice machine doesn't work. We've got a puddle draining out the fucking front end of the refrigerator. There's a goddamn flood that my wife has to step in her socked feet every damn day. And the refrigerator repairman chooses to call me at 4:19 p.m. when I got to do my live video blog. Are you kidding me? I mean, I appreciate you being here and setting aside the time to do that. I understand not everybody can, but whether you watch live or whether you watch on the replay, I appreciate it. And like I said, shout out to my wife, because no matter what's going on, I drop whatever's happening and I come down and I fucking start ranting and raving like a madman, like a total lunatic, probably a complete bad influence for my kids. No wonder they're turning out to be smart asses. Hopefully they pulled their heads out of their asses a little bit more than I did before I graduated high school, got kicked out of college, and then fired from 22 jobs. And come to think of it, this is like the only thing that I've ever stuck with for a year. I mean, stand-up comedy, yeah, but I've even been fired from comedy clubs. Way back in the day, I've told you that story before, where I did Noodles Comedy Club as the house MC, and I was gradually demoted, starting out at $50 a show, 2 shows a night, 2 shows a week, down to no money 9 months later, and just free salad and fountain soda. And then, so finally, like a year later, I had my opportunity to be what's called the feature act in the shows, like the middle performer. You've got the MC, then you've got like the warm-up guy, then you have the headliner that comes on at the end. Right? And so I finally got my chance to step up and get a legitimate paid position for the weekend there. And I didn't quite, honestly telling you right now, 25 years later, I didn't quite have the full 30 minutes worth of material that I needed in order to pull it off. So I just went into full-on jer-dog weirdo zone and thought of every possible crazy bit that I could, resulting in me bringing on stage a unicycle that I knew couldn't ride, I had no clue how to write. I mean, I had a clue how to write it. I just couldn't actually do it, you know. I hadn't practiced it enough. I practiced a few times. I fucking fell on my face. I said, screw this, threw it in the closet. But I thought it'd be funny to get on stage and attempt to ride the unicycle that I couldn't actually ride. And I didn't know what I would do, what the grand finale main closing bit would be. I didn't know what the punchline was going to be at all. I figured I could just improvise my way through it, just be totally silly and weird. And what wound up happening is I had this audience member on stage holding me up, and they're like, all right, let go. And he let go, and I fell backwards into the wall behind me and tore down the neon light with the comedy club's logo, the customized neon light of the club's logo. And that, you know, you actually heard the gas escaping from it, and then I fell through the stained glass window they had on the side as the decoration. And it was a disaster. It was a catastrophe. It resulted in hundreds of dollars in damage, and they were pretty pissed off. Hey, Joanna, what's up? So a few months later, I get the call. They're like, yeah, we need to book you again for a weekend. And I was like, awesome, man. I made a good first impression, you know. I get to come back. I'm getting another weekend as the feature act. Hell yeah, moving up in the world of show business. And so I go back the next weekend. I do the full set. I got tons of people coming out to see me. Hey, Chelsea! I'm talking about even getting fired from comedy clubs and how the 420 report is one of the few things that I've ever done in my life that I've ever actually followed through and been able to hold on to for an entire year. And it just so happens I'm the one that does it. Like, I can't fire myself. When I got fired from that comedy club, they rebooked me again like a few months later. I'm like, yeah, I made a great first impression. They're going to have me back. I'm going to be a regular recurring act here and make a few more bucks on the weekend. I'm moving on my way up in the world of show business. Here we go. Next stop, Comedy Central. Next stop, HBO. Next stop, The Tonight Show. This is how I fucking thought when I was 20 years old. Not even old enough to really be in the club, which is why they wanted to fire me to begin with, because I wasn't old enough to even be in the club. One of the reasons why I got demoted over the course of 9 months from making $50 a show to just free salad bar and fountain soda. So I go back the next weekend and just totally crush it. I had people, I mean, for that time, totally at that level and experience level. I had friends in the crowd. They were cheering me on. I was the fucking king of the night. You know, it was a blast. I go to pick up my paycheck. They're like, no. This is to cover the damage you did. Thanks, Steve, for the to cover the damage you did the last time you were here when you wrecked the light and you wrecked the stained glass window. I was like, oh, all right, sure, that makes sense. Well, can I get another booking? I mean, I did a good job. Like, I brought people in. They loved the show. It was a good, like, I did a good set. And they're like, no, we're not bringing your fucking crazy ass back here. You ruined the light. You broke the sign. We only brought you back this 1 week just so you could pay that shit off. So even my first year ever in the comedy business, where I started moving up and getting paid gigs, I even got fired from a comedy club. I've been fired for something like 25 jobs my entire life. That's why I have to do stand-up comedy. So whether you think I suck or not, fucking, I ain't quitting. I can't quit. I gotta do this shit. So that's why I'm glad you guys are stuck with me for the last year. It's been a lot of fun, man. I'm going to keep doing it, you know. It's like I said, I look more forward to this part of my day than just about anything else. Hanging out with you guys, talking shit, saying hello to my fans, friends, and followers. Giving shout-outs to all the fucking cool venues that I performed at over the years. Without you, without the cool nightclubs, taverns, and neighborhood bars all across this great country that have been able to think outside the box and do something different by bringing in a live comedy night. Shout out to you guys, too. This wasn't even really an industry back in when I first got started in 1994. That was when comedy clubs were booming, and then all of a sudden the bottom fucking crashed right out of it, and we all had to become sort of outside the box thinkers in order to get gigs. I started out in the karaoke bars talking shit, doing things, temp jobs, driving pizzas. I even got fired as a pizza delivery driver because I was working for 2 different chains at the same time, Pizza Hut and the local place, Bread-O. And I would have got away with it too until I got booked. That's how I talk about it now. Until I was scheduled for both places on the same night. I am a horrible fucking employee. I'm a horrible employee. But I'm a fantastic promoter and pitchman, which is why you need to come see jer-dog's one-man show this Friday, June 8th. At Basso's Grill in Lawrenceville, Illinois. You also need to come see me in Bay City, Michigan. All my Bay City fans, friends, and followers. I know I got a lot of them up there. Just talk to Randy at the bar. Ask her about her pocket meat. And then as soon as she tells you about her pocket meat, ask her to buy a ticket to jer-dog's show this Saturday night, June 9th. AJ Bailey's, Bay City, Michigan. Next Friday night, June 15th, Johnny's Tap in Munster, Indiana. Next Saturday night, June 16th, Rock Falls, Illinois, at the Eagles Club with Katrina Brown, the mutant queen of comedy, in the comedy battle of the sexes, the he said, she said comedy show. That's going to be a blast. Go get my CD, Totally Baked, Totally Free. Right there it is. I've only got a few copies left, but you can go to barcomic.com. I always put the link in the description or in the very first comment when I wrap up here. And come back and hang out with me tomorrow for another live video blog at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. YouTube people, YouTube, hit the subscribe button below. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that's also at the Bar Comic. Right now, let's do a little more birthday cake celebration. Thank you guys. Wish the 420 Report a happy first birthday. Tomorrow I'll be on with Hump Day Happy Hour. I'll do a birthday shot. I didn't even really, I should have planned something much bigger and crazier. I wasn't even thinking about it. It just came up on my Facebook feed today. 1 year ago today, the first episode of the 420 Report. So, hey, Joanna says, keep talking shit. It's great. Trust me, you'll get tired of it soon enough. I'll be back tomorrow. Hump Day Happy Hour, 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Until then, dog bless America. Chelsea Tidwell, Humboldt, Illinois has little bars. Need you. Oh, awesome. Oh, cool. What are the names of them? Tag some of the people that you know in this video and share my shit with them. And demand that Jeremy, jer-dog Danley, brings his comedy show to your local drinking establishment. All right. Cheers, everybody. Go to barcomic.com. Get your copy of my CD for free. Come see me this weekend. Friday, Basso's Grill in Lawrenceville, Illinois. Saturday, AJ Bailey's in Bay City, Michigan. Until tomorrow, adios.